Welcome, one and all, to Let's Save Morrowind, Part 2. Very good quote I heard was, Cyrodiil is a land in need of protecting. Vonderfell is a land in need of a savior. We made a Restore Fatigue potion. Let's go ahead and sell that. And these directions, which we don't need, because I already know the way there. Yeah, so we're gonna get on with some of the starter quests in Sedanine, or Sedanine, which, first one we're gonna do is the Death of the Tax Collector. Do we get to kill him? No, but, we do get to kill its killer. There's a mud crab. It goes down. Who said Morrowind combat was slow? They're just silly. Because Oblivion combat really isn't any better. And here's a forager. A Kawama forager? I believe. Yeah. They drop little things. We're gonna be picking up some special alchemical ingredients, herbs and whatnot, along the way here. I wonder how many people saw the body, but he's right here. Yes, this is the tax collector. We're gonna take all this stuff, and sounds good to you guys? Sounds good to me. Anyway, there are some slaughterfish in the water. They're kind of like the cliff racers of the sea. I typically don't like messing with them. There's a mud crab that I missed. Mud crab hit pretty hard, especially for a starter creature, but they rarely hit, first off, and they don't have that many hit points. And if we really need to, we have Ancestor Guardian to increase our dodge chance. Yeah, I like his clothes better. Let's take a look at ourselves. Look at this. Look at us. We're just like swimming and taking names. Running with our saber. We look like some badasses, don't we? With our pirate earrings and such. JC. You're gonna be a fun character to play. Anyway, let's go ahead and go in the trade house and pick up this quest by Briskar, who's lost some gold, apparently, and believes Fargoth has been hiding gold from him, actually, I should say. So he tells us to get a view of the town from the lighthouse and keep an eye on Fargoth here. And so we can find out where his hiding place is. Before we do that, we are going to go back here to the Census and Excise office. And the reason we're doing all the starter quest stuff is because it's actually worth quite a bit of money. And money in Morrowind, like in all the Elder Scrolls games, is extremely important.
What do you want?
Let's see, we're going to tell him about the murder of Processius Vitellius. What a waste. Blah 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 blah. Do you happen to have the tax money collected? I hate to be so callous, but I have a job to do. We could lie. Let's go ahead and lie and see what happens. Because I kind of want to keep the money. Figures, I suppose. Well, thank you for letting me know how it happened. So, we're gonna go see what we can do. I'm not sure how that changes the quest, because I typically say yes. If you say yes, you continue on the quest, I suppose, to try to find the murderer. The murderer is right here. Now, quick thing to note, I know I'm explaining a lot about what I'm doing and what the quests are. This isn't any kind of walkthrough, but I do know a lot about the game. I don't know everything, and I haven't played in, I don't know, a year? So there are probably some things I've forgotten. Anyway, let's go ahead and cast Ancestral Guardian. Get on with it. Hi there. He's the murderer. And, sorry, the cat opened one of the doors and, creeped me the fuck out. Anyway, there's no excuse for murder. Your punishment has been decided.
You will die.
And, he screams at us, "You will die." Now, he casts Ancestral Guardian on himself as well, as the scripting for the AI has been improved. So there's going to be a lot of missing here.
Great.
And since he's only punching, he's only going to be able to damage our fatigue. If he hits us. Oh, dodge chance. You're so ridiculous. Let's, let's just leave and rest for an hour. And, go back in. And now we'll, actually start hitting each other. And, if he gets our fatigue down to 0, he'll be able to knock us over, and then he'll start doing hit point damage as he beats us into the ground. But, it looks like we're going to be able to take him out before then. There we go. Ta-da! Forian Gildnif. Taken out. And he happens to have the man's ring. We're gonna take all his possessions, every last one of them. This is a skill book here. It raises our mercantile. It's now up to a 16. Wah! I don't know why it didn't make the little skill raise noise. It's always kind of fun. And he has food, and some plates and dishes and whatnot. Everything's worth at least 1 coin, so why not take it, right? And we can rest in here, which I'll do until healed. And it's 8 PM, almost midnight, so let's go ahead and get to this watchtower and wait there for a few hours once we get up there. And if we really want to, we can steal this lantern. There is a person here. Hi there. What are you? You're just a commoner. She must be the caretaker for the watchtower. Anyway, she lives here. But, you can get up to the top, turn your stealth mode on, and steal some bread, this paper, another skill book for unarmored, worth quite a bit of money actually. Some grief, which is good if you need to carry anything, and won't be getting into combat. Here's the lighthouse. How neat, right? Here's the view of town. And we're gonna wait for 4 hours till midnight. Here we are. See Fargoth way over there. He's just kind of, you know, sneaking about. And we're just gonna run to this pole, just to work our athletic skills while this is going on. Because until he actually reaches his hiding place, there aren't any items there. And whenever you get the chance to, always work your athletic skill, just because it's such a pain to be slow. And all the other NPC animations tend to be kind of choppy. This is what Morrowind does if you're far away from NPCs. It makes the animations really choppy to just help you speed your process along. However, Fargoth is scripted to be at 100% animation speed. And his torch goes out there, But if you see, he stops right there in the little swampy area. Now, why would any sane person just wade into some swampy water and sneak out of the swampy water and then go about his business afterwards? Well, the reason is because that is his hiding place, folks. And you know what we're gonna do? Like, we're gonna do what any good friend would do. We're gonna go rob it. Keep your friends close, but keep the niggers you're gonna rob closer. What? That's a song lyric. We find his Ring of Healing, a Journeyman lockpick, and 300 gold coins. Are we gonna talk to Riskar? No, hell no. We're gonna keep all this. And let's go ahead and talk to whatever his name was that gave us our release identification papers. And tell him that we found the murderer of the tax collector.
What's this then?
And he gives us 500 gold coins for being a citizen who understands loyalty to the Emperor. And we don't get in trouble for murder. How nice, right? Wish every murder was like that. I'd be killing everyone. What? Nothing. Nothing.
Go ahead, stranger.
I believe
Anytime now.
you have another quest. Little advice. Maybe it wasn't him. I know there's another quest somewhere in Cedonine,
I suppose it is
but
my duty to help those.
we're not really gonna bother with that. But we are gonna wait so that it's light out. It's gonna be 7 AM by the time we wake up. And we're gonna go ahead and pick up some more little ingredients over by this cave here. And this is Adamastarus. Mastartus. It's a starter dungeon. It's not too hard, but if you're not prepared to encounter some guys that are, well, to be honest, just as tough as you are, really, and ready to fight 3 of them, then you probably shouldn't go in there. There is one mage in there who does a crap ton of damage, but it's fire damage. We could take him out because we're a Dunmer, so he'd only be doing a quarter damage to us. For other characters, unless you're a Breton or an Orc, I do not recommend taking that in unless you have some kind of resist fire, or just, you know, level 3 or 4 by the time you go do it. Let's see. Actually, let's go sell all this stuff to Aril, since we'll get the best prices from him, since he really likes us. And falling in Morrowind and Oblivion helps increase your acrobatic skill, as failing for some reason helps you more than succeeding, where most of the other skills, succeeding is what's important.
Care to talk?
I do care to talk. I got some stuff to sell you. We could sell, let's see, this belt, some clothes, Fargoth's ring, which for some reason he just doesn't care about. Let's see. We could sell this grief. If you're any kind of character who's gonna have issues with encumbrance, carrying crap out of a dungeon, I'd say keep your grief. Why? It fortifies your strength, it drains your agility, it is not good for combat, especially if you're a melee character. It makes you easier to hit, it makes it harder to hit, because of the agility drain, but the strength is good for carrying stuff out. So if you're leaving a dungeon, go ahead and drink this, carry all the stuff you want out. Let's see. We're gonna keep the ring, just as a healing ring. We could always use something to heal us. And we are going to sell some of this extra stuff. All the restore fatigue stuff we're gonna go ahead and keep, because we can turn that into easy to make potions. And we're gonna keep the luminous Rosila. Why are we gonna keep that? Well, it's it goes along with the violet coprinus to make a poison. Now, in Morrowind, you can't apply poisons to your weapons, so they're just there to sell and to work your alchemy skill. But they're both very common in this area, so they're good for practice. We also sell these books. Don't sell the package. Never sell the package to Casus Cusades, because it starts the main quest. Keep the lockpicks. Go to sell this various silverware junk. And we're gonna get, let's see, 420 coins from all of this. This puts us at 1,643 gold before creating potions. And yeah, let's go ahead and make some potions. Why not, right? Let's see. One successful potion. But that's it. Out of Restore Fatigue. Now let's see if we can make Drain Fatigue poison potions. Made a couple. Oops. Let's see. And from our potions, we are gonna make 21 coins. How nice. And Scuttle, while it does restore fatigue, is good for potions, actually sells for a lot more than what our potions would. Simply because we have a pretty high fail chance at the moment. And we're gonna make another 47 coins, putting us at 1,690 coins. Let's go ahead and equip that Ring of Healing. Probably engraved with Fargoth's name. And, yeah. Let's head to Balmora. That's what the Emperor wants us to do, so why not, right? Let's go ahead and use this ring. That little ringing noise is kind of annoying.
We make a special trip just for you. Same low price.
Hi there. We've been directed by Vardonius Nucius. Oh yes, he steers business my way, and I do help him a little favor now and then. Poor fellow, I don't think he's happy here in Morrowind. So, what does this do? Well, it raises your disposition with the bus stop, aka the Siltstrider stations, and it lowers the prices by just a smidge. Really by about 1 coin. But anyway, we're gonna head to Balmora. These loading screens are significantly longer in the Morrowind Overhaul mod, I've noticed. But it's worth it, it really doesn't bother me, and it gives me a little break time of a couple seconds.
We make a special trip just for you. Same low price.
Same low price as always. Why, thank you. And this here's Balmora. It's a small little town. Really nothing of note. And, yes, here's a little fisherman on the walls. Karajas. Let's see. Yeah, nothing special, just NPCs added to make the game seem more like a living, breathing place, you know? I forgot to mention, I added a few more mods. I installed all the official Bethesda-made plugins, except La Femme Armor and Area of Effect Arrows, and something else that I didn't think was important. Whatever. Those may or may not come up, who knows. But the Master Index quest looked interesting, and the Siege at Firemoth also looked interesting. So this is Chaos Casade's house. Home, house, whatever. Hi there. I was told to report to you and to give you this package. he inducts us into the Imperial Blades as a novice. So he tells us we can also seek training from the Blades trainers, who are Rithleen, Tyr Malian, and Ninetoes in Balmora. In Caldera there's also Saran, Leorian, and in Aldrun, see Gildan. And Sejorvar Housemouth lives in a hut west of Aldrun, and Elone the Scout can be found in Ariel's trade house. So let's talk about our orders. Essentially, our first orders are to get ourselves situated here and make a cover identity. In freelance adventure is a common profession, or we could sign on with any one of the guilds, the Imperial Cult or the Imperial Legion, you know, and he also gives us 200 gold coins to buy us something nice.
How can I help you?
Now, we're gonna quick save, and we're gonna rest here. It's 12 p.m. We're gonna rest for 20 hours. That way we get up next morning, bright and early. We can use this bed for free, which is quite nice. We're just not able to take any of his stuff. He is a skooma addict, a moon sugar snorter, and yeah, he's kind of like the local drug dealer, basically. That's his cover identity. Which I always thought was kind of funny. And all these boxes you see strewn about, or crates, have little things in them which you can sell for money. If you loot all of them, it's actually a couple hundred coins. And sometimes you can find soul gems, petty soul gems lying around in them. I've even found a magical weapon in there. Anyway, we're gonna go to Meldor the Armorer and buy some armor. I mean, what else would you buy here? Weapons? Well, we're gonna buy weapons too. Let's see. At least I think we're gonna buy weapons. Not entirely sure. Apparel. Now, he does sell adamantium, but it cost quite a bit, although it is some kick-ass medium armor. What we are gonna buy here is bone mold. The same stuff the guards here, and the guards of House Lalu have. Some boots. Now, there's standard bone mold, and then there's different types of bone mold. Not a full set, but little pieces of it are different. Like the Armun An pauldrons, or the native Armun An helms. The House Lalu guards use this. House Redorian guards use some other kind, and then House Telvanni, I believe, uses the third kind. But we're gonna go ahead and buy these pauldrons. We're gonna buy a cuirass. We have the boots. Let's buy some greaves. Let's buy the helmet. And there's no guard shield here, unfortunately. There's just a tower shield. But the tower shield weighs quite a bit, and it costs quite a bit more than the regular shield, so we're just gonna buy the regular shield. Let's see, what else do we need? Bracers. So let's buy these bracers. Left to right bracer. And sell our old shield. And let's... the only weapons he has are the steel battle axe. That's not really important to us. There's also a Droog helm and shield, which are really good medium armor. They have an extremely high value, though, and we can't really afford them. And he sells repair hammers, which we won't be buying. Now let's see if we can get this to 1,445 coins total. And we can.
Sorry, stranger. My time is short, so get on with it.
Yes, yes, I know. Get on with it. Even the NPCs are telling us to. Let's equip our character. Oops. Now, in Morrowind, unlike Oblivion, you can have clothing underneath your armor. So, even with all our armor on, we still have our shirt and our pants. But, we're gonna go ahead and sell those. Why? Because they weigh us down, and every little bit of encumbrance at the beginning counts. So let's take a look at our character. Look at that. We looks like a badass, don't we? Yeah. Now, we did blow almost all of our money. We only have 431 coins left. But that's okay. We don't really need to spend much more money, really, and we'll be able to make some more pretty soon here. This here is the pawnbroker shop, the general store of Balmora. And we will be coming here a lot as she buys anything and everything you have to sell at her. Typically I sell my restore fatigue potions to her. There's also another shop that deals in illegal trade goods, is the Revere, the trader here. He's another pawn shop that buys anything. No, wait, no, he's an outfitter, but he does buy anything, I believe. And there's a weapons shop over here called... No, that's the 8 plates, that's a tavern. Here's the Razor Hole, it's the weapon shop, right across from the 8 plates. And here we are.
What say you?
Thoric is the owner. And he has quite a bit of items here. If you're a marksman character, I suggest you buy this here steel crossbow. It'll be the best ranged weapon you can get your hands on until you find a bone mold longbow or a Dwemer crossbow. And the Dwemer crossbow will last you until you get a Daedric longbow, or Ariel's longbow, the only elven longbow in the game. So this is basically the best common thing you can find. There's also a steel claymore, some silver weapons, a silver claymore if you're so inclined to get it. There's also the steel saber, which better than our iron saber, definitely. We're gonna go ahead and buy that. I believe there's the katana here. I may be mistaken. Yeah, there's a steel katana here if you want to get that as well. But I prefer the steel saber, which will last us, if we get it enchanted, it'll last us until we find a glass longsword or better. So this is going to be our main weapon right here, folks, the steel saber. Let's take a good, nice look at it. It's kind of short, but oh well. There's also the Nordic broadsword if you don't like the sabers, which is better than even silver weapons, but we need silver weapons or better to hit incorporeal creatures, which is why I make a big deal about them. Anyway, let's go ahead and leave. This is going to be the end of part 2. In part 3, we're going to establish ourselves as a freelance adventurer. Later, folks.